And by the time I lie down, it was like, if you move an inch or stay 5 minutes more in this house,
This baby will come.
this baby will come.
How come you were that far gone already?
And I didn't know. To shock you, I gave birth to my house.
Eh?
Mm-hmm.
With the blood?
Yes.
With the placenta?
Yes.
With the water breaking?
Yes.
Jesus.
She was even the one that broke the water because the water refused to break. You have to push so that the baby can come out. I did it. I said, no, I don't have strength to push. Like the first push, it was just like, I'm playing. Actually, at that period of time, like, it's like, no, like, I can't push. I want to really, like, that kind of.
You think you want to pee? Yeah, I get that.
Just push. I just thank God that maybe if I was in the hospital, they would have, she's not serious. The second push, the third push, my baby came out.
I don't understand. Just like that.
Just like that. It was not even up to a year when I took it. Wow, for the second. It was just 11 months old when I took it for the second. And then at first I fell sick. My boy also fell sick because he was still breastfeeding. Wow. And then he was falling sick, I was falling sick, and then we went to hospital. They're like, nothing now, not knowing that I was already pregnant.
Wow.
It was after like 2 weeks when doctor started seeing me, like I was coming and I was like, let's just carry out a pregnancy test. And then that was when they found out that,
you're actually pregnant. How did you feel?
I was crying. I won't lie to you. I was like, I don't want a pregnancy.
We're having the money talk. Okay, maybe a bit of money talk. I said money, not money, because I sounded like I'll say morning. We're having money, talk. And I know from the title, you're wondering, we take concern money, motherhood, faith, and purpose. And you see, we are looking at 9 different spheres of influence. And we're looking at mothers in those 9 different spheres of influence. And today we're talking about finance. And what's our goal? What's our purpose? We want to show you that it is possible to actually do it all. And we're not just giving something visionary, something that doesn't exist. And that's why we're taking practical, real life stories of 9 different women and learning from their own experience, learning from their own journey. And I saw this woman today. I said, I don't understand. Are you a mommy or a secondary school student? And you have to. When God was sharing this grace, I don't know where I was. I like food. Maybe it was food I was collecting in heaven. But
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Thank you for coming here. We're
Thank
so
you
excited.
too. Thank you.
So do you want to take a moment to introduce yourself?
Okay, so first of all, my name is Iniobong.
Iniobong.
Yes, from Akwa Ibom State.
Hey.
Well, what will I say? Married to a Yoruba man.
Hallelujah.
Married with 2 beautiful kids.
Wow.
A boy and a girl.
Aww.
And work with a women bank. It has been a beautiful journey anyway. And basically, we hope to flow together along the line.
I want to start. I have not started this podcast like this, but I want to start because it's you, and maybe someone will learn from this. And it's very interesting how, I got to know of you, and it was, from my assistant, and she was just, we brainstormed. We need moms, and yes, and at this point, I like to say it. So we're looking out for like 10 moms. Actually, the goal was 10. And where did we not find politics and governance?
Sure.
So if by chance you're watching this video, now this one is just for my own satisfaction because I don't want to believe we don't have a mother who is a believer and is active, even if it's local government. You are the clerk. If we don't have this problem,
Exactly.
I didn't even find one recommendation.
Wow.
Who did I not ask? I asked like 7 mommy groups. I DM'd all of them. Wow. I entered everybody's DM. I even went to go look for one guy that I know is an activist. Nobody, not even at least recommend that. Let me know that you are not available. Do you get?
Exactly.
So that's for me. I've been thinking about. One day I was awake at night. I was just thinking that maybe I should just run for governor of my state, so I'll represent mothers. But that's just by the way.
Okay.
So back to the story.
Okay.
I said we're just brainstorming. Okay, I know this lady. I think I was in the bank one time, and she was just really nice. And her status she talks about God. Let me ask her. And it's really the most random things. I'm sure the day you were probably just doing your job,
Mm-hmm.
and you chose to be nice to that one person. I mean, I don't know where this relationship will take us, but I'm just saying that it really is the most random thing. I'm getting to meet you for the first time, and you look pleasant.
Thank you. I'm actually always pleasant.
Hmm.
Not really pleasant in, well, my job has actually taught me a lot of things
Hmm.
because when you're working in a bank, especially when it comes to customer service,
Hmm.
trying to deliver your best to people,
Hmm.
you see the good ones, you see the
Hmm.
bad ones,
Hmm.
you meet a lot of people,
Hmm.
and then you're trying to like put yourself in the shoes of people,
Hmm.
what they're actually going through at that point. It might not really basically mean like, okay, what they came to do, you solve it. You can just digress a bit. Oh, okay, what are you into? Are you doing well? Or why is your face like this? Are you okay? Are you in pain? Are you,
You're a
you,
nice customer person,
you can
no.
build up that relationship from there. I think
Hmm.
basically that was how I met Susan. Okay,
Yeah.
so, and from there we got talking, and here I am today.
Wow. Oh, that's such a beautiful journey. So be nice, be kind. You
Sure.
never know where it will
Where you
reach you.
reach you.
Okay, so now let's
Exactly.
start with why we are here, motherhood.
Yeah.
So you say you have two children, a boy and a girl.
Yes.
And I mean I so we're talking about, of course, the journey
Mm-hmm.
where you were at before you had your first child.
Yeah.
What pregnancy was like for like both children,
Mm-hmm.
what motherhood, labor was
Labor was
like,
like.
then postpartum. So you can pick the first child or the second child, however
Okay.
that works.
Well, I would say maybe I would just talk about. No, I will talk about it too because the two was a beautiful experience.
Oh,
You know,
Glory.
being a first time mom, when people talk about, before pregnancy, after pregnancy, postpartum, and all that. And I would say before, during my pregnancy stage, it was not like I didn't see myself like I was pregnant. I was
Hmm.
still doing like the baby, baby, baby. Like, am I truly pregnant?
Hmm.
I like the symptoms, the sign of, you're pregnant, the first trimester,
Mm-hmm.
second trimester, it was not there. I
Hmm.
would like to. It was not. Before I got pregnant, I was actually working with Access Bank.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're really a banking person. Oh. Wow. Okay, we'll come to that.
So I was working with Access Bank, Keja branch, and it was a whole lot. I would
Hmm.
like to. It was a whole lot because finishing service, entering the banking system, getting married at the same year.
Hmm.
It was a whole lot to me, though it was a beautiful one. But then after wedding, I was like, oh, okay, life is going on smoothly. There's a husband. I'm happy. Then children should come. First month, no. Second month,
Hmm.
no. And I was like, third month. And towards the ending of the third month, okay, I
Glory.
took in. And then at first I was like, I actually felt sick a bit, but
Okay.
maybe I was feeling weak and all that,
Hmm.
work stress because from where I was staying to the office, it was a whole lot,
Hmm.
jumping buses and all that.
Hi.
So that was when it dawned on me like I need to go and check myself. And then I went to the hospital and I'm like, oh, you're pregnant. I was actually happy.
Yeah.
You know that feeling like,
Mm-hmm.
so I couldn't even wait for my husband to come back from work. And I had to like pick up the phone, babe, I'm actually pregnant. And then he was like, oh, congratulations, baby. I was like, okay. It went through. It was a smooth journey.
Hmm.
But at the same time, it was not a smooth one.
Hmm.
Because, you know, going to the office, trying to make sure that you're okay,
Mm-hmm.
the baby inside of you is okay.
Mm-hmm. It
It
was a
was a
lot.
it was a lot.
It was a
It was
lot.
a lot, seriously. And at a point in time I was like, God, is this what my mom went through when she was carrying me?
Hmm.
I was like, Mommy, please, can I remove the baby? And
And when you're in the mood, you come back and carry it and continue. I
exactly,
wish.
exactly. My mom was like, are you all right? I was like, Mom, I'm actually all right. But I really like the first trimester was perfect. I
Hmm.
was not feeling anything. At least my body figure was still, it was not
Mm-hmm.
coming out. Well, when it was getting to the second trimester and then, but the third trimester, I could not sleep.
Hi.
It was like by the time my husband wanted to touch me, I was actually cranky
Yeah.
that
You see,
third
crackiness is
trimester.
a normal, like, people should understand that nobody's trying to be wicked. Nobody's trying, like,
At
it's,
a point, I was actually wicked.
okay. Oh. I appreciate your honesty.
I was actually wicked because by the time he would just like, babe, just leave me alone. At a point, I pushed him off the bed. Please,
Fine.
I need to sleep now. Oga, please leave the bed for me. I need to sleep. Maybe I'm the one carrying your child.
Voila.
Now you give me the belly, so I need to. Okay, so it was like that, going for antenatals, leaving the office, taking excuses, oh, antenatals and all that. Fast forward to when I wanted to give birth, plus two,
Mm-hmm.
minus two,
Mm.
all that. I, what will I say? My delivery was a miracle.
Hmm.
It was a normal
So
delivery.
how old is your first child now? Is it a girl
Okay.
or
A boy
okay? How old is he
is
now?
5,
Wow. So we're talking
going to
about 5 years
6.
ago. Wow. Or six
He'll
years
be
ago.
6 by October. So 6 years ago, I took in. I didn't go into labor.
You were induced.
I was not induced. I didn't even know what happened.
What is what happened?
Okay, let me just explain. It was
Okay.
on a Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
My mother-in-law was with me because, first, the last child of the family, which is my husband,
Mm-hmm.
the only boy of the family, and I, the first daughter of my parents, and then also our first issue, first time mom and dad. So my mother-in-law was actually with me for like 3 months before.
Uh-uh.
Yes, so
They were to prepare you.
yes, now she was there.
Uh-uh.
She was actually
Before
around. Yes,
and is it
now.
deep postpartum?
Yes. She was. It was like, my son, the only son of the family. The daughter wants to give birth. So,
Um,
like, she was there. She was always like, oh, come on, to exercise. The baby needs to, all this mother. Benny, leave me alone now. You
God,
understand? Like, oh, Benny, leave me
oh
alone now. Like,
God. Can we
but
leave pregnant women alone? True, true. Like, thank you for the advice. I don't even know how to say it in a way. I get the like. It is
okay,
well.
so she was like, you need to exercise, you need to do this, don't eat this. At a point, I'll go into the kitchen, I'll steal milk and I love tea. So I'll
Mm.
just go and do tea and drink. She was like, hey, my wife, you've gone to take tea. And I was like, Mama, that's what the baby
Baby want.
was. I was like, say it's a lie. And I was like, Mama, the baby will not grow.
Now drama that they do for your house. So.
Like, the baby will not grow. So I like, but God so made it so easy. Like, throughout those period, it was wonderful.
Thank
I won't
God.
lie to you, it was wonderful. And then on the day of delivery,
Mm.
I was just at home in the
Mm.
morning, on Sunday morning. That was a little bit tired. No, okay,
Mm.
let me just say on Saturday before the Sunday
Mm-hmm.
that I gave birth, I went for vigil.
Hmm.
We had a vigil in church on Friday/Saturday, came back. And I was busy doing all the whole work in the house. My mother-in-law was like, rest now. I was like, no, Mama. Like, the way my body is doing me, let me just be doing all the whole thing.
Hmm.
I was just moving from one place to the other. And she was like, this girl, do you want to kill? I said, no, Mama. Like, my body is so strong. And she was like, okay. When it was on Sunday morning, I stood up from the bed. I was like, okay, let me go and fix breakfast for her. She was like, no, 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 that she's going to church. I was like, okay, let me just get bread for you. And I was like, okay. So at that period, it started. I
Hmm.
started feeling this contraction.
Hmm.
And then the contraction started. And God so good, I had a neighbor.
Okay.
My neighbor was a matron. I had to call her. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
man, look at, I'm having contraction. She was like,
Thing.
it's a normal
She was thinking it was
contraction. Yeah.
yeah
It's a normal contraction. I was like, okay. I was like, no, like, the contraction is not like the regular one that I
one.
was having. And I like, it's coming like 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And she was like, am I sure? I said, yes. She was like, okay. I had to call her
Hmm.
inside my room. I was like, Ma, please, can you
Check me.
please check me? She was like, you have started again because no,
Why
normally.
did you always do this with pregnant women? Why did you always think
She was
like
like, you've started. I was like, no, now, like, I've not started anything. Like, come and see. She was like, you're always like that because normally once I feel pain,
you are
it's
very okay? So you safe.
as per first time mom now, nothing must happen to me and the baby, you understand? Like I'm always like, you know. So she was like, okay, your own is too much. Oh yeah, come let me check you. And by the time she was like, okay, she had to like, the way they do it now. She had to dip her hand. She was like, your baby is coming out.
Wow.
And I was like, where are your things? I was like, I've taken them to the hospital already. They're ready.
Mm.
Because actually, before during my third trimester, I went for a test, where they will check if your vagina is okay for you to
Mm.
do a normal delivery, and
Yeah.
it was perfect.
Okay.
So I didn't even bother for CS because I already knew that, oh,
You could deliver
I could
normally. There were
deliver
no
normally,
issues.
so there's no issue. And then she was like, okay, lie down.
Let me
And by the
check you.
time I lie down, she was like, if you move an inch or stay 5 minutes more in this house,
This baby will come.
this baby will come.
Ah,
I
how
won't lie
come you
to
were
you.
that far gone already?
And I didn't know. I didn't know. To shock you, I gave birth to my house.
Eh?
Mm-hmm.
With the blood, with the
Yes.
placenta, with the
Yes.
water breaking.
Yes. Yes.
Jesus.
She was even the one that broke the water because the water refused to break.
How did your house look like? Who cleaned it? I'm so sorry that that's even so when you enter your house now, you're like, I gave birth to this child here.
Exactly. You know that feeling. Like,
So did you go to the hospital after?
yes, we did.
My God.
We did.
So you just push. You just thank God she was there.
She was there.
Just say, oh
So
yeah.
she was like, Anthony, like there's a name she used. Anthony, you have to push so that the baby can come out. I did it. I said, no, I don't have strength to push. Like the first push, it was just like I'm playing. Actually, at that period of time, like I was like, no, like I can't push. I want to wee wee, like that kind of.
You think you want to pee. Yeah, I get that.
I want to pee. I want to poo. And like, just push. Like she was so like. I just thank God that maybe if I was in the hospital, they would have. Oh,
She's not
she's not
serious.
serious. You get. She's not serious. Let's just. So the second push, the third push, my baby came out
I don't understand. Just like that.
just like that. Like, so today my husband is just like, this woman, you're actually a blessing, and I didn't spend money. Like,
You just like, oh, you know that's what. Oh, I see.
like, it's just like, oh God, he's just so blessed that I get back at home, no issues with my baby. We went to the hospital the following day because it was a Sunday afternoon. So we actually left my boy. The following Monday
Oh, you
morning,
were not scared, concerned.
the
Wow.
matron was actually around.
Okay, so she
She
was
was a
there.
matron, certified one at that.
Hmm. Thank God for that, though.
So before I even gave birth, I used to tell God, I said, God, I don't want any issues when it
Yeah.
comes to childbearing.
Hmm.
Let me, I probably would say, giving birth like the Hebrew women, I would say maybe I'm an example,
Hmm.
or it's just the blessing from God.
Just
It's
a
just it's
gift.
just it's just the mercy of God.
Yeah. It's not
It's not
something you
something that
earned. You
I
did
earn or like I
anything.
did anything. No, 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 no. It's
It's
not.
interesting, no,
It's
because
not.
I've heard so many. I mean, you hear so many pregnancies, but it's as if there's always like
Like,
everybody's journey is so
when I was
unique.
growing up, my mom used to say that, okay, when people are in the hospital, like some women are in the hospital, and then they'll be shouting, they'll be screaming, and I was like, but it didn't happen to me. I don't understand, like the feeling, like I don't.
So was it the same for your second child?
Okay, so my second child was that one really shook me.
I've heard. I've seen. I think another mom to share like that. The first was okay, but the second one.
The second one actually shook me. I was in the hospital
Mm.
like overnight. I I did
What was the
not again.
pregnancy?
Pregnancy was, I didn't feel anything during the
Okay.
pregnancy left stage. Though at that period, the second baby, I was okay. I walked a bit,
Mm.
so I had to like stop walking. I stopped walking because my husband was like, the stress was getting too much on me. My boy, the funniest thing is that my first child, his name is okay. My first child
You
was
can mention
already
your children's name. It's fine. No.
okay. My first child, his name is Ayomide
Okay.
because I named him that name for a specific reason, for a
My joy has
specific
come.
purpose. Yes,
Hmm.
and then he was not even up to a year when I took him
Wow.
for the second. I didn't know. Like, will I say miscalculation or what? Or maybe God just,
Just
I didn't know. He was not up to a year. He was just 11 months old when I took him for the second. And then At first, I felt sick. My boy also fell sick because he was still breastfeeding. Wow. And
Mm.
then he was falling sick. I was falling sick. And then my mom was like, we went to hospital. They're like, nothing now, not knowing that I was already pregnant.
Wow.
It was after like 2 weeks when doctor started seeing me. Like I was coming and I was like, let's just carry out a pregnancy test on you.
Mm.
And then that was when they found out that, oh,
You're actually pregnant. How did you feel?
I was crying. I would like to. I was crying. Like I was like, I don't want the pregnancy.
We're not ready. At least you're not even done healing from this one.
I was not ready at all. Like at all. And I was like, God. I was telling myself like, God, what do you want people to say? Like, how do I cope? Like Ayomide is just it's just
11 months.
you're not always around. Like my husband is not always around, he's always on the move. I was like, I'm always the only one. How will I cope? Plus my sisters and younger ones always coming around, but it can't be like you being around, you being present. I was like, don't worry, you. I was like, no. I was like, the truth of the matter is, I almost, I almost lost it. I would like to, like, I wanted to, I wanted to remove it because I was like, I can't cope. Let me wait till I'm ready for the second
Child.
child to come. And we got to the hospital that day. I am my husband. Like, doctor, we want to evacuate this. It was
Pregnancy.
just like the Holy Spirit told the doctor to talk to us. Or it was just like God used the doctor to
To
talk
talk to
to
you.
us. And he was like, don't you think this child is a blessing?
Hmm.
Do you know what God is trying to do
Hmm.
through this child?
Thank God the doctor is a believer. Oh.
The truth is, in my mind, I was like, which kind of man be this one? They said, they said you call for me. Assuming I was the only one there, I swear.
Nothing he wanted to say.
Nothing you would tell me that would make me change my mind. And then I was seeing my husband sitting there, they were just saying, "Oh yes."
Hmm.
Like that anger, like you just be wondering, like, what's wrong with this one? Now you all carry her.
I,
Like I was just saying, and you are right.
ah.
You're right.
My
And
God.
I was like, you're right. Like how?
As how?
Are you the one that will carry it? The doctor was like, don't worry.
Hmm.
God will you're the one that carry. I know I took care of you throughout your period, no issues. And then the second one will also be the same. I was like, you don't understand. Like, you're not staying with me. You're not the one going through the pain. You're not the one shouting like in the midnight, you're trying to sort out the baby boy and then another one inside of you, and then you're like, I was like, Madam, don't worry, you'll be fine.
Ah.
I was like, I'll be fine. I said, okay, no problem. When we stepped out the office, my husband was like, what this doctor is saying is actually, it can be God talking to us like that. I was like, which kind of God is that? I was
Ah.
like,
No,
would
wow.
God want me to like go through this? Like, I'm not healed mentally,
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah.
And then you want me? I was like, don't worry, I promise I'll be here. They play. Like, you promise you'll be here? I said, yeah. He said, yes. I said, you sure? I said, trust me, babe. I'll be here. I said, okay, no problem. Believe you me, I was the only one on the
Oh.
journey, but he was always calling to check up on me, babe. How you doing? Morning, night. How you doing? Are you in pain? Are you
How are you now
okay?
navigating that?
I had to stop work
Yeah.
so that I could take care of my boy and then the one inside.
Sorry to interrupt your viewing. I know you're enjoying the conversation, but our goal is to reach more people and we need your help. So, can you take a moment to subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment, and share this video with that man or woman? Also, I have a book titled How to Overcome the Fear of Pregnancy and Motherhood. This is for every woman who desires to have a child or children but you're afraid to. You can get a copy of this book using the link in the description or on your screen right now. Okay, let's get back to the video.
It was a whole lot.
How did that make you feel? Having to stop work because of something you didn't even want, something you didn't even plan for, something you were not even looking for, and now you
Looking
had
for
to just quit your job.
it was so devastating, but it didn't make me lose who I was.
Hmm.
It didn't. I was actually doing some remote work,
Okay.
yes, online. And then even my husband was like, how you coping? At the point, it was like, how you coping? You're taking care of Ayo with your
Pregnancy.
crankiness, and then you're still always like online trying to like do some, virtual
Women,
assistant
sha.
job
Ah,
and
ah,
like
chai.
that. And by the time you ask me, like, babe, how far this is, I'll say, babe, don't worry, I'll transfer it for you. Like, God bless you. I'll say, Amen. I said, thank God you married me. I used to tell him, I was like, thank God you married me. I was like, thank God you married me. He was like, yes, I know. Because if I didn't marry, I don't know what would have happened. And then the journey went through like that. And then, glory to God, we got
Hallelujah.
to that period of the D Day came. Plus or minus, it was January, February.
Hmm.
And then the baby came January. But before then, the third trimester,
Hmm.
I was vomiting.
Hmm.
It was what I didn't feel first trimester came towards
The end.
the
Yeah.
end. No nauseas, vomiting,
Hmm.
feeling weak, dizziness, and then I'm just always like feeling weak and all that. And I was like, God, I didn't feel this with
Yeah.
Ayo. So what is happening? Like, what's the problem? And then the doctor was like, every child can't be the same. So
Mm-hmm.
you're experiencing this is just normal. The only thing is for you to just take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But the only challenge I had then was I was having blood pressure issues. My
Now, wow.
BP,
Towards the end.
yes, my BP was not really high. It was a little bit high. And then doctor was like, hope I'm resting. Hope I'm doing more of exercises. Hope I'm doing this. Hope I'm doing that. And then at a point, my legs got
Swollen.
swollen. And I was like, the first time I noticed that, if you see the race I ran to the hospital,
You thought something was wrong.
you see the race I ran to the hospital, and the doctor was like, no, no. It's just a normal. Some women are always like that from the beginning
Yeah, to the
to the
end.
end.
Yeah.
But you, it's just feel becoming that. It was like, I know, but I really needed to be sure
Mm-hmm.
everything is fine. I was like, no, everything is fine. As long as you're taking your medications,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing okay, the baby is okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't like I can't count. Just to make sure that my baby girl, she's a girl. My baby girl
Wow.
was doing okay. It was actually tough because the third trimester, the kicking was so intense.
Kilode.
She was kicking as if it was the boy I was carrying. Everybody thought I was carrying twins because if you know how my tummy was so big, it
Mm-mm.
was massive.
Ah, and you were still taking care of your son. Ah, let's just thank God for where we are today.
Thank God for where we had today
Because
because the baby girl, she was 4 kg,
mm-mm.
4 kg on the dot.
I still did like normal.
Exactly. Normal delivery. All glory to God. It's still normal delivery. My boy was 3.6. It was not that big. Though I had tear a bit.
Mm.
Or not like, but my baby girl, 4 kg. No tear, no cuts, nothing.
Are you serious? Wow, that's really
It's
impressive. Oh.
just I feel like, you know, God is just so intentional about me, my
Hmm.
body system, or will I say the kind of body he has given to me? Because sometimes when I'm relating my story or when I'm telling people okay about my pregnancy journey and then the way I give birth, they were like, are you
How?
sure?
Hmm.
Like how? 4 kg, 3.6, and then it's normal delivery. I said,
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Wow.
No tear, second. And
Wow.
but before the delivery, it is well.
Let's just leave it like that.
It is
Oh
well.
my God.
It is well because on a Friday night, I did I? Yes, we went to church. We came back. On Saturday, I was at home doing nothing. I was just relaxing. Nothing happened to me. I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, throughout from morning to night, nothing happened to me. When it was in the evening, I started feeling pain.
Hmm.
Like serious pain
Hmm.
at my lower abdomen. I was like, I don't understand though. Thank God my husband was around. I was like, babe,
Hmm.
please come and I don't understand. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm feeling. He was like, are you sure you're okay? I said, no, I'm not okay. I had to tell him, I'm not okay. I was like, should we go to hospital? I said, yes. Because I went for antenatal
Mm-hmm.
the Thursday that same week. I was like, please, let's go to hospital. It's not normal. And I started noticing water dripping out of my body.
Yeah.
So immediately started seeing water dripping out of my body. I was like, babe, please, oh yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to go. When we got to the hospital, the matron there, she actually was like, okay, what's going on? I was like, okay, this. And she was like, okay, later. She was like, you're not near. Oh. You're not,
Uh-uh.
you're still.
Ah,
She
see
was
how
like,
different pregnancy can be. The first one was so chill. Now the second
I was
one.
like, you're not near, just go and sit down. I was like, I don't know. Like the water was dripping. I had to use pad. I used pad could not hold it. I had to use baby pampers to hold. It didn't hold. And I was still dripping of water.
So what did they say the water was?
Nothing. It
So
was
wasn't your
like
water
it wasn't
breaking?
my water breaking.
It's water.
It was just normal. It wasn't my water breaking. It was not.
Oh, science people maybe explain to us because I've never heard that one
Eh,
before.
It was just water that was coming. I was like, God, the matron could not do anything. The doctor was like, don't worry. They had to give me an injection that would just reduce the water a bit. But still yet,
It was
water was
still
still coming
coming.
out. And I was like, God, please just help me. My first was not like this. I delivered so safely. It was not stressful. Please, God, what is happening? I did not sign in for this. Like, I said, all the prayer that I know how to pray, I started praying it. I was like, God, I did not sign in for this. My husband was actually with me. I was like, babe, I did not sign in for this. Like, I was not going through any pain, no, but the water was just coming. And I was like, I don't understand. When it got to midnight, I was in the hospital, but when it got to midnight, between 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I wasn't I slept. I was still I was still there battling with myself, trying to, you know,
Understand.
understand what was actually going on with me. Then contraction started. And when contraction started, that was when I understood that yes,
This is labor.
this is labor.
My
You know, the
God.
first one was play play.
Yeah, this one.
This one is the real thing. As when I understand labor, the contraction held me like it was crazy.
Wow. At least we
It
thank God,
was
like you said.
I had a contraction between 2 a.m. till 5 a.m.
Mm-mm. What time did you not have her?
I had that around 6:37 a.m.
Oh, that
on
was
a
still not
Sunday
bad.
morning.
Yeah, thank God.
On a Sunday morning. My water
Hope was
refused
not
to
at
break.
home this time. You
I
went,
know.
you went to the
It was actually in the
hospital.
hospital.
You
So I
thank
had her
God.
around 6:37 a.m. and then she
Wow.
came out so beautiful. And then they
Hallelujah.
called my husband to come and see me. Immediately he saw them pulling out blood from my body. My husband ran back. He ran back. I was like, "Is this how it is? Oh my god."
So you they're not going through it and call. Oh,
He's like,
it
"This is
is
how it is."
well.
He ran back out of the ward. I was like, "Mom, how about my baby?" I was like, "Baby is fine. It's there." I was like, "Cool." So he had to wait for them to clean me up and then they brought me out. And then
That's it. So how was postpartum like? I mean, let's say your first child before the 11-month
yeah.
pregnancy. What was that like? I've heard your mom,
Uh
mother-in-law, and then the
yeah.
second your daughter. What was
That
it?
I was just the only one.
Your daughter.
My daughter, I was just the only one all through. Though my mom came around. Okay, yeah. My mom came around immediately I gave birth. She stayed like a month and then she left. My mom came in a month and she left. Well, I was actually will I say I was actually I always believe in myself that I could do without
Help.
help. Let me just put it that
How?
way.
That's very interesting.
How? Because I see it like if I'm waiting for someone to do something for me, they might disappoint me. They
Hmm.
might not do it.
But for your first child, you had
Mm.
help, right?
Yes, I had help.
And it helped you
And it helped me. And that's actually groomed me
for the
for
second
the
one.
second one. So in my second child, in her stage, or when immediately I gave birth to her, I didn't even wait for my mom to even arrive.
Mm.
I started doing what I was supposed to do. I gave birth on Sunday. My mom came in, I think, on Tuesday. But before that Tuesday, I was already taking care of my
See, me, I
baby.
want to be a baby girl. Oh.
But before she came in, I was already doing what I was. And when she came, she was like, "You, this girl, she want people to talk." I said, "Mommy, it's not like that. Before you came, I've already done what you're
I think
supposed to
maybe
do.
because pregnancy already, like if you could do it in
In
pregnancy,
pregnancy,
you know
you
that so
do it after
your
that."
mind
Exactly.
was already trained.
Now, the thing there is, for my first child, after my mother-in-law left, it dawned on me like I have a lot of work to do. Because when she was around, I was feeling so relaxed.
Hmm.
I didn't do anything. She'll be the one to wait him, dress him, do everything, and I'll just be there crossing my leg and then go to work, come back. Before I come back, she has already I'm a baby girl life. Like I didn't even look like I had.
You were going here.
So mother-in-law, continue your duty, continue your job. And then by the time she was like a week before, she was like, my daughter, I'm leaving. I was like, Mama, you're leaving Azal now. It was like, she has tried now, like 3 months, 3 months, 6 months. I was like, God, I beg you. So I had to like gather that courage,
Mm-hmm.
trying to make sure he goes to crèche. I started calculating in my head, like, okay, my baby, crèche, work. I need to work. I need to make money. The husband is there. I need to take care of hobby.
Hmm.
Myself, I need to take care of myself to go back to, to the normal fitness and all that. Omo, I looked at everything. I was like, babe, you just
How?
need to be strong
Hmm.
to be able to like
Do all of
do
this.
everything. Your child is there. Your husband is there.
Your work is
My
there.
work
Your
is
life
there.
is there.
My life.
So it's have
Apart from even the work, I also have my own plans
yeah.
that I'm dealing with. And then my own self, like, so I had to like calculate everything. In life, if you don't, you have to prioritize, or you need to, be calculative of whatever you are doing.
Yeah.
Because if you are not, one thing would surpass the other. And then
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you just like, you didn't achieve anything, or
Mm-hmm.
you're not able to make anything out of
Yeah, that thing.
that thing. So for my boy, I didn't allow him to feel like, oh, mommy is not around. Though he
Mm-hmm.
felt it a bit. He felt it. Oh, grandma is not around. Grandma is not there to take care of me just like
Before.
before. But whenever I come back from work, it's always stressful. Going to work, leaving the house 7 a.m., coming back late at night, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. And then you're just trying to take care of him. At midnight, you still have to wake up.
Hmm.
We're crying for food. We're crying for breast. Our guy is there sleeping. And I was like, Oga, please wake
Wake
up.
up.
Like, wake up. We have to do this together. Grandma has gone, so it's just two of us. So you will take turns. You carry him, I sleep, you wake up. So it was just like that. So at a point my husband was like, please just allow me be. Like, just please. I was like, no,
You cannot
you
now. This
cannot
is you
now.
too.
When me too, I'm not sleeping. We'll go to work in the morning, two of us, and then you want me to, Oga, stand up. So it
But you didn't want
was
to get a help, maybe,
um I'm not actually a help person. I prefer you coming,
and
clean the
going.
house, and go. Don't stay with us.
Yeah.
Don't. I don't even I'm that kind of person. Just don't stay with us. I prefer, okay, my family members to,
Yeah.
but you see a help, just come do your work, take care of the house, clean up. When you're done,
Be going.
go into your house. We've already had that agreement. So when the days of your coming, you do the needful and then
And
you
then
go.
from there you go. So I think that's really a beautiful, journey. And so I'd like to talk a bit of your work because we've spoken extensively on motherhood, and
Mm-hmm.
So now let's start from also your journey. So you
Okay.
told us that you're a banker. So
Yes,
did
please.
you study banking? Have you always been a banker? Even and
Okay.
another part of the story I'm really interested in. You know, when you had to leave your job, you
Mm-hmm.
told us how devastating it was for you. So at what point did you resume? How
Okay.
was that like? You know, coming back and so yes,
Okay.
just walk us through that.
Okay. So when I took in for my second child, I had to stop
Hmm.
working. Reason being that I looked at the whole thing. My my son will suffer for it.
Hmm.
I'll also suffer for it.
Hmm.
The baby inside of me will actually suffer. When I look at the whole stress, I'm not I'm not someone that have that capability to accommodate that so much stress.
Yeah.
Because stress tells so much on me,
Yeah.
no matter how little
It
it
is.
is. If I hadn't stopped working, I don't think I would have had that child, my
Hi.
second child. Because by the time I took in for her, I was still working my first trimester.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was always falling sick.
Hmm.
I was always having one issues or the other, going to the hospital, today this, tomorrow that, and then I could not. So my husband was like, babe, please, for the sake of just please,
Yeah.
just please, just
Stay.
stay. I was like, okay, I will. And then I had to stay. And then 2 to 3 months, it was not even up to 3 months, 2 months staying at home
Hmm.
without going to work. You already have that life that you wake up in the morning, you prefer you go to work. It dawned on me like, you've stopped working. It's not like you're doing maternity leave or
This one, there's
anything. This
nothing.
one, there's nothing. And then you actually want to get something and then you just like, let me wait for daddy to come. And I was like, eh, I don't get. And then daddy was like, babe, I don't have for now. Like, can you hold on till so day? And I was like,
Hmm.
I stopped because of your child, though. Not
Hmm.
because I wanted to stop. Oh.
Hmm.
The journey was actually, it was not a blissful one. It was
Hi.
not, it was not, when people are talking about their stories, there are stories behind stories. You only get to
Hmm.
hear the sweet parts outside. But, the one at the back end,
Yeah.
people don't like saying it.
Yeah.
But me, I always when we want to talk about so that people can learn.
Yes, I
People can
agree.
learn to understand that okay, if you are leaving your job for something, don't see it like or don't how will I call it? Don't take it like that's the end of your life.
Yeah.
Don't take it as the end of your life.
Yeah.
It is you know what you want to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And except you don't give up. If you have decided to give up to say, oh, I just want to be a stay-at-home mom, like that's your decision.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not my decision.
Mm-hmm.
I only decided to, for this particular period of time. But for
Mm-hmm.
that period of time, I really, really went through a lot.
Hi. And sorry to interrupt because I also want to talk about how you were able to navigate because you're talking about how finances was now different. You were used to having your own money. There were some things you could do. Now you didn't have to wait for a certain time. So
Exactly.
that
I was
was
coming to that. I was
yeah.
coming to that. When I was working, I could do so much. I could pay bills, even without waiting for chairman, like my husband had to come. Even without, I used to call him chairman, my chairman. Without waiting for him, I could do so much. And then 2 months, 3 months down the lane, and I would just be waiting for him, babe, how far now? And then he was like, babe, nothing, no. Assuming you're working now, like, I was like, I don't
Assuming I'm
understand.
working as well.
Like, as how now, the feeling
Now
that you
wow.
had, you were working before, and now you are not working. Mentally, you're just like, you will be derailed.
Yeah.
You will be like,
Hmm.
didn't I make a mistake?
Yeah. Because you didn't plan
You
this.
didn't plan
It's
it.
very interesting. You know, some people, I'm sorry to cut you short, right? Because some people maybe have had it planned. You really didn't plan it. You really didn't, you never experienced it. And I just had to, ah,
Okay, so it wasn't wonderful. By the time he was trying to ask daddy for this, for that, and he was like, I don't have, oh, wait, oh, kiniko, kiniko. And I was like, how's it dawn on me, like, come, guy, let me just, if you know the way I was anticipating, like, let this face come and pass and go. You know, when the Bible says that, let this cup pass over me, that was what I was doing. Let this cup come and do what?
Go.
Pass over me and go. So I was actually waiting, really, really looking at, you know, finishing the phase of my life and then transitioning into the baby girl life I used to do, I used to feel, I used to chill with. And then by the time I finished, I wanted to start working. My husband was like,
So what month was this after?
Okay, so after I given out to my baby, she was just 3 months
Okay.
when I started applying again. Though before that 3 months,
Mm.
I was doing an online job,
Okay.
which I didn't allow my husband to know.
My sister.
Yes.
Why? You're not
I
transparent.
didn't allow him to know. I did the first month, second month. So that the third month, okay, so my pregnancy was actually 4 months when I started doing an online job.
Okay.
So 4, 5, 6, 7 months I was doing
Your online job.
an online job. It was paying me little, things like that. And then at the I think at this, was it 7th month or 8th month, I told her, I was like, babe, oh, I'm doing something small, although it's not much, oh, this is what I'm doing. I was like, so you still have time to be doing this? Are you taking care of yourself? After you be complaining, you're not sleeping well, oh, you're not doing this. I was like, if it's because of this thing I'm doing, so I could help myself. I'm bored.
Hmm.
Like at that point in time, I was actually bored. I'm someone like, I cannot sit down without doing anything.
Yeah.
That is me. I cannot sit down without doing anything. So I was feeling so bored. So I had to like find something to
To
do.
do. Yeah.
Even the Bible says an idle hand
Yeah.
is the devil's
Yeah.
workshop. Because if you're not doing anything, you
Yeah.
definitely find yourself doing what is not right.
Yeah.
So I had to put myself to do
Yeah,
something.
I think it's regardless, it's very important that at least your mind is engaged.
Engaged.
It could be anything, but like you said, it's very dangerous at any point in the journey. Your mind, so mind being engaged is you are learning a skill,
Skill.
you are learning something, you're developing your mind on something, and just keeping that
That alive.
alive. Yeah,
So that was what I was actually doing. Virtual assistants to be precise. And I was doing that online. And
and then so at 3 months, you with your daughter, you started looking for another job. So at what point did you
exactly.
get
Okay, so she was 6 months
when you got the
when I
job?
got my Wema Bank job.
And how are you now navigating that? So now you have your son
Okay.
was maybe like almost 2.
Yes, it was 2 years. Yeah. I think yes, it was two already. Well, she was
6 months.
yes, 6 months old. And I had to go back to crèche.
Hmm.
My boy was already in KG kindergarten.
Hmm.
So I had no one. But the amazing thing was that the crèche I used for my son was the same crèche
You used for
I
your
used for
daughter,
my
so you were
daughter. So I
comfortable.
was comfortable with the same crèche. And the owner of the crèche was just like a big sister to me.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have any issues. So
Yeah.
sometimes when I go late, go back
Yeah.
home late, my children are actually saved with her. So
Yeah.
I didn't have that issues that oh, I hope they are safe, I hope they're okay. No. And hobby was always like, oh, let him close early from the office. It was also a
Mm-hmm.
banker.
Oh. So now wow.
He was also a banker, but he's no longer in the system. He
Okay.
has his own business right now.
Nice.
So he he would want to leave office on time so that he would go pick up the kids
Yeah.
and then
Mm-hmm.
wait for me to come back,
Mm-hmm.
because my own part was actually a demanding aspect in
Of
the
it.
office of it, and I could not just leave at any point in time I want to leave. So after I got the job, we started moving like that. So
Wow. Really, it's very interesting. I mean, we've spoken to so many women on this podcast, and the moment you think you've heard it all, someone just comes
comes in.
with like a new perspective. There's like a new story, there's like a new experience, and wow, it's beautiful. And so what I want to know next is the role God has played
Okay.
in all of this, how you have been navigating your walk with God in the entire journey.
Okay, so um when I say I used to call myself one name. I'm a woman helped by God.
Hmm.
That's the name I gave to myself. Every woman, but I always tag myself like I'm actually a woman helped by God. In what
Hmm.
sense? My life revolves around him.
Yeah.
From me growing up till I got married, have kids, career wise, even throughout this journey, this banking, I didn't study. Okay, let me just digress a bit. I didn't study
Banking
banking
and finance or something like
at
that.
all. At all. I'm a science student.
Interesting.
Okay, so I'm a science student. I also have a fish pond.
Like this, like this.
Yes, like
Is
this,
it
like this.
catfish? It's
Yes,
catfish
please.
now. I like catfish too.
Okay, so I studied animal
So wait, this
science.
this catfish, is it not the mother of the every day?
Yes,
So
please.
even with your first son, so well fish that you were looking at.
Okay, so so uh
Which time did you used
this
to go to fish pond? In all of this.
okay, so I'm coming to that.
Okay,
Okay, I'm
tell
coming to
us.
that. Okay, so um I studied animal science. I know what animal science entails, and then see myself in the banking industry. While I am in the banking industry, it's not because I studied accounting or finance or banking and finance or whatever. I am there because I choose to impact into lives,
Hmm.
giving them not you come into the bank to say next customer please, or what do you want to do with your account. Sometimes I relate with my customers. How are you feeling?
Hmm.
How are you doing?
Hmm.
Are you okay? Are you fine? Apart from what you came to do in the banking system,
Wow. And that's service. That's powerful.
I deliver service. I deliver service.
I'm sorry to cut you. I was reading a book. What's the title of the book? Oh, is it Business Secret from the Bible? Something like that. Business Secret from the Bible. It's written by a rabbi. He's a Jewish man,
Okay.
and he was sharing secrets majorly from the Torah, the five, because they're
So
Jewish
yes,
people, the first five books. And there was a part of the book that talked about how business is a service. Like, we are saying you're providing goods and it's
services.
interesting because there was a part of my journey where God was teaching me on service. And when God was teaching me on service, so then before I had my baby, I had to leave the service unit of my church.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard, oh, it's your year of service. I assumed that, okay, just go back to
Just go.
your service
Mm-hmm.
unit now. It's
Mm-hmm.
year of service. Let's go
Mm-hmm.
and serve. And so I joined, I reached out to my leader there. I said, okay, I want to join. And the moment I joined, I didn't have peace. I said, God wanted me to leave. And I kept telling my husband that I don't understand though. This thing is our year of service,
Service.
and I feel like I'm supposed to leave. My
Mm-hmm.
husband was already rebuking. I know it. But I really didn't have peace. And so it was just a week after I had to reach out. I'm so sorry. And I just joined, but I don't think this is what God
What
really
God wants
wants
you
me
to
to
do.
do. And interesting, that same night I had an encounter. Right. So that gave me the comfort that okay, I wasn't just thinking it in my head.
Mm.
This was it. And then God taught me service. God taught me service. And I remember reading that book. And because then God, there was a business I also run that God wanted me to pick up again. And He wanted me to understand that what I was doing isn't just a business. And
Mm.
just like one of our girls I was talking about, our main business is to, give people some form of livelihood.
Livelihood.
But in the
Front
front, you
line.
are seeing a bakery. You are a banker. But you understand that beyond banking, what you are doing is giving
Giving
life to
life.
people. You are
Exactly.
conscious of the fact that the Spirit of God is at work in you. You are conscious that there's someone that you could meet that could have been depressed.
Depressed,
Someone that you
yes.
could meet that be going through something. It was an
Something
opportunity for you
for you
to
to speak
minister to people. So at the end of the day, you were still in service. It wasn't separate from. And I
from what
and
I
then,
was
and
doing.
let me also emphasize that that's one thing I want men to pick from this podcast. I want you to understand that your purpose is not just, oh, so I'll go to work, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm a business owner,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm a this thing. You need to
Mm-hmm.
you need to also treat it as service, as holy work, as important to God. This is something beyond how much money am I making at the end
Making
of the month.
exactly
This is beyond the need to have purpose.
purpose.
Because you could be so fulfilled, I know not fulfilled, you could be so accomplished, so have this,
But not
have that,
fulfilled.
and there's no fulfillment. there's still that emptiness inside of you. And what's the point? Like I told people, I remember like my last event that I did in December. And everybody was, Sean, well done. You did an amazing job. This is so nice. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I went back to my secret space. Oh God, they've clapped for me. Are you clapping for
Happy
me?
for me. Exactly.
They've clapped for me. Are you clapping for me? Have I done
You've
it
done
well?
it well
Are
or
you
not.
pleased? Did this bring you glory? And God gave me feedback. This one that you did, I didn't like. I said, I'm sorry, Lord. I've taken feedback.
Mm.
We'll not do this one again.
Again.
Thank you for the opportunity. And then we move on.
Move
And I'm not
on.
saying I'm perfect or have it for all figured out, but
Mm-hmm.
just by listening to other people's story, I can give
Story,
you
yeah.
Pastor Stephanie Okafor. She's an apostle, Stephanie Okafor, actually. Her own journey too. She's in the US, a real estate woman. And then, she had that sense of, I'm not, fulfilled. And then God asked her to leave the business she was serving in. This not the Potter's Church. I
Yes,
know
the
from
Potter's
there she
Church.
got called into pastorate. She was just serving, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was like, also like service. And then
Exactly.
from there she found fulfillment. She
Fulfillment in
found, so
whatever
it's
she
not
was
just
doing.
enough to get carried away by, I'm doing a lot of things. Even
Mm.
and I was very intentional about the women coming on this podcast. And I thank God for God, because I'm not just looking at you in finance. Do you really understand that what you are doing in finance,
Mm.
what you are doing in politics, what you are doing in everything is also is purpose.
Purpose.
This is life. You are giving life to people. And I'm very happy that you could see it from that
From that
point.
perspective.
Yeah. So sorry. Carry
No,
on.
no problem. So, me being into the financial line, it's not about the money.
Hmm.
Every day I wake up trying to, prepare my children, prep them and all that a day before school runs and all that, and then me going to work. The only joy I have, or the joy that I have within me, is like me going to meet the people that God is bringing my way
Hmm.
that day. Because by the time I finish talking to one person,
Hmm.
another person is coming up and I'm saying the same thing.
Hmm.
And then by the time the person is to leave, there was a day, okay, not even this week. And the man said, thank God I met you today.
Hmm.
And that was struck me. Like, thank God I met you today.
Hmm.
And I was like,
What
what
did I
did I
do?
do? I was trying to like, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? And it was like, I was actually coming, like the way he was coming to the bank that day, he was coming with so much curiosity, so much anger,
I understand.
And then he came to meet me. And then, normally you just want to, the way you're coming, you want to, and then, the way some bankers actually relate to, they'll give you that cold shoulder. They'll give you like, what's this one even
Was
coming
the
for? How much is
yeah?
even in his bank account, safe? And then by the time he came, I was like, hi, good morning, sir. How are you doing today? Hope you're fine. Are you okay? Why are you? And by the time we finished talking at the end of the day, resolved his issues. And then he smiled and then he was like, oh,
Thank God I met you
thank God I
today.
met. And by the time I went back home, I sat down and I was like, God, what did that man mean by thank God? And the Holy Spirit was like, do you know that you struck something inside of him?
Hmm.
I was like, what that? I had to calm down the anger inside of him.
Hmm.
I had to talk to him
Softly.
softly in the way
Yeah.
that he would understand. Not that I am giving him back the same energy he is bringing to me.
And that takes a lot, oh.
It takes a lot.
Hmm.
I meet people every day. I talk to people every day. And then I am fulfilled. Not the money that they are giving me.
Hmm.
In this period of me, I've gotten 3 certificates in human resource, in customer service relationship management. I'm satisfied. I have my certificates. And I see so many people working in the same banking industry and they're just working,
Hmm.
doing the same thing over and over again without pursuing for more.
Hmm.
They don't want to do more.
Hmm.
They don't want to pushing for more.
Hmm.
I don't see myself doing only banking job. I see myself like I am I am I'm rendering a service
Yeah.
to people. I'm bringing them to the understanding that they are not just what they are at that particular
Yeah.
moment. They are more than what they think
Mm-hmm.
they are.
Mm-hmm.
And then in that same circle, me working as a banker, working as a, I digressed. I was like, oh, I studied animal science.
Mm.
I think I need to put this into play, into manifestation and all that. And I shifted into me having a fish pond in
Wow.
conjunction with my husband.
Glory. Family business.
Yes. And we are doing well
Thank
in it.
God.
So,
That's it.
and
Wow.
it has not really been a smooth journey, but
Yeah. Through it
so
all.
many challenges that came. This is our third year in it.
Wow, that's amazing.
This is
That
our
that's
third year.
it's so beautiful to really hear your journey. And I mean, as you wrap up, I just want you to say something to a woman out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for every woman out there, never you look down on yourself. Yeah. Like you can't make it or this is all you are. Apart from you being a mom, apart from you being a wife,
Hmm.
apart from you being a sister,
Hmm.
you got so much inside of you that God has deposited inside of you
Hmm.
to show to the whole world you are a carrier of destinies. Every
Yeah.
woman are carriers of destiny.
Hmm.
So if you don't give birth to those destinies,
Hmm.
they are going to die inside of you.
Hmm.
So for you as a woman, watching me, looking at, oh, she's too young. Maybe she has not understood life. I've understood, even not if not 100%, but
Yeah.
God has brought me to a point whereby I don't think anything can shake me,
Yeah.
because we really want to talk about the times that you don't have money to feed, the
Hmm.
times that you don't have money to take care of your child,
Hmm.
and then you are just like, God, this is not the life that I planned for myself.
Hmm.
And then you're just like, God, but when I was growing up, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, and
Hmm.
then it's like it's a dream that is not going to come true. But you just need to believe in yourself that this dream, if you
Yeah.
work
It's
in it,
possible.
it is possible.
Yeah.
There is nothing impossible in the dictionary of God, even in my own
Yeah.
dictionary.
Yeah.
I don't have impossibility.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
If you want it, you go for it
Yeah.
and you achieve
I
it.
totally agree. I also agree with that. I always say something, your dream life is possible. And I'm not just saying it as a fantasy, I'm saying it as working in reality. So if you be following me, have an idea you have an
Yes, I do.
idea.
I do.
Yo,
I have.
there, oh, shy.
I
I
have.
mean, you have an idea of my journey. And like you said, some people just think when you say your dream life is pop. Like I
Mm-hmm.
always talk about how I mean this podcast started. I mean, you come and you see this,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't start.
It did start
It's
here.
this was maybe some people starting, but it didn't
Mm-hmm.
start. They started with my phone that I
Mm-hmm.
had,
I
ring
saw that.
light
I saw that.
in
I saw
one
that.
room,
I saw
and
that.
I was showing up 2 years, 48 views. 20 views, we show up. 100 views, we show up. Nobody was clapping, nobody was singing, but we showed up and we
You
gave
showed
it,
up.
our 100.
You know the thing there is consistency.
Yeah. And I've talked about how
Consistency.
consenting has done a whole lot for me. It's done a whole lot for me. So please, just you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you are not just inspired. I'm not trying to inspire you. I'm trying to challenge you. I'm trying
Challenge.
to shake you up.
Shake you up.
So we have a slogan we normally close with. It
Okay.
says, we are mothers,
Mm-hmm.
we are believers,
Believers,
and we
and
are
we are
walking in
walking in
purpose.
purpose.
So at the count of three, we'll just look at the camera and we say it. Okay.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. We
We
are
are
mothers,
mothers,
we
we
are
are
believers,
believers,
and we
and we
are
are
walking
walking
in
in
purpose.
purpose.